Hi, Brendan here with another episode of Coach Gee TV. At the last investor briefing we did, Conscious Investing for Peace of Mind, we brought a term that most people aren't familiar with out. It's called investment or investor pornography. It is a term that describes the media hype on investing. The media hype on investing is designed to generate a lot of excitement, sometimes fear, sometimes panic. But what investor pornography does is it takes an investor away from the rules for prudent investing. Unbeknownst to them, it's usually going to lead to undue distress, and it's going to create bigger problems for the investor. And we're going to give you an example of today of investor pornography. So again, investor pornography, in the subtitle here we say, investors' public enemy number one is the media. And we're going to give an example of it. Here we see a gentleman by the name of Jim Jubak. He is a financial columnist for MSN.com. Earlier this week, he wrote an article stating 5 stocks for 2009. Coach, Flowserve, Nucor, PepsiCo, and Qualcomm. What I wanted to do was step back and do an analysis of this. If I would have invested my money in these, what would my experience be like? And I found some pretty interesting things. Number one, Mr. Jubak doesn't believe in diversification. Based on his picks, 100% of my money would be in U.S. large companies. In 2008, my return would have been a minus 37%. Over a 33-year period of time, my expected annualized rate of return would be 9.26. And then my risk, which is expressed by standard deviation, the measurement of risk would be 18.89%. Now, many of you are clients of Matrix, and you know that they have an income and growth portfolio. 25% of that portfolio's money is invested in equities. 75% goes in fixed income. In 2008, my annualized rate of return was minus 5.24%, and you would expect that compared to a portfolio of 100% equities. You would expect it to be not as severe. Well, here is where it really starts to get dicey, and here's where the pornography or the illusion comes to roost, if you will. The long-term expected rate of return for the income and growth portfolio is 9.46%. Remember, a portfolio of 100% in U.S. large company stocks, 9.26%. But the standard deviation, or the measure for risk, is really telling here. 6.46% for the income and growth portfolio, as opposed to 18.89% for those 5 stocks that Mr. Jubak is telling me. Mr. Jubak is telling me I have to take 3 times as much risk in order to get a rate of return below a portfolio of 75% fixed income. Again, investor pornography is something that comes from the media. It leads to undue distress, and it also leads to, as you can see here, bad decisions as far as the investor is concerned. Thank you.